A little bit about your investment thesis when it comes to self-storage. I think there's a lot of people out there that have got a different, what I would call buy box, or hey, this makes this a great site versus this. As you mentioned, we've got an incredible mentor in Gary, who's, I mean, in 1 year, I think he did what, 54 hotels. So he
Yeah.
knows a good piece of dirt when he sees it, right, and the right metrics.
Yeah.
And one of these I appreciate about Gary, you sit down with him, he goes, hey, Chris, we're looking at this size of the city. We want this and this kind of radius. He's got it really dialed in. What would you say is our investment thesis and our buy box?
Yes, we try to keep it really strict. I mean, at the end of the day, building 12 a year is a very small market share, which is it's a big market share in picture, but at the end of the day, we can still be picky. We don't have to settle. So we like to see 80,000 population in a 3-mile radius. We like to see that 80 to 100,000 household income, depending on what market you're in. We like to see 32,000 plus vehicles per day for traffic counts. We like to see at least $1.70 in rental rates plus. And those are kind of our main ones, right? You kind of start with that. And then we don't want you to have to turn more than 2 times to get into our site off a main thoroughfare. If you have to turn 4 or 5 times, it just gets a little messy, and there's little things like that. But we stay pretty strict on the first ones, and it's not always perfect, right? You might have a population that's a little light, but the income's really high. So it kind of balances out. But in times like this, we actually get stricter because the deal flow is higher and the competition is lower. So our strictness policy goes, a little bit higher.